in her eyes. Grandma smiles wide. The way you look at that child. I know. LaTanya shows her teeth when she grins, bounces Jelani a little bit. Doesn't look a thing like his daddy, but don't tell Ty I said that. And the two women giggle. Well, you know Lainey's getting her business started up soon, so you should stop by. She's been sticking sticky notes on everything. She's been saving up for a playpen. Even talking with the library about getting books for the kids. Lainey says we'll eventually get a computer set up so the kids can play their games after school. I don't know how I feel about them staring at a screen all day, but sometimes it's best to be indoors. Well, you let me know when it's up and running. Jelani would love to make some new friends. Ain't that right, Jello? Jelani buries his face in his mother's chest. Oh, he's so shy. The sun feels too bright outside, like it's washing the color out of everything, and dizziness hits Ella like a brick. Grandma and LaTanya are still talking when Ella staggers to her feet and stumbles inside, and the light falls in rectangles through the burglar bars over the windows. In the bathroom, she stands over the sink and lets the blood slide a little bit from her nose before tilting her head back up. It always feels like something's rumbling whenever she gets the nosebleeds, like the earth is gathering itself up under her. But whenever they stop, the nosebleeds, and she looks around, it's like nobody else noticed a thing. Vertigo pitches her forward. She leans on the sink, squeezes her eyes shut, and tries not to think of what she saw outside. The boy named Jelani, grown to 10 years old, walking the 5 blocks home from school, a bounce in his walk and his eyes big and brown, before a lowrider screeches nearby and a man with a blue bandana over his face levels a shotgun out the window at someone standing behind Jelani, and after the bang, everyone scatters, leaving Jelani on the ground, staring up at the too bright sun for the longest 2 minutes of his life. Grandma finds Ella on the floor, gasping in a long aching wheeze, then another, then another. Oh, Jesus! And suddenly she's at Ella's side and has the child's face buried in her chest and rocks her back and forth, even as Ella grows limp. Oh, Jesus, 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 spare this child. And Ella's breath slows and she comes to. 1 Mississippi, she whispers. What? 2 Mississippi. Child, what are you doing? 3 Mississippi. A breath. A normal one, then a heavy sigh. Mama says when I get my panic attacks to count my Mississippis until it goes away. Grandma sounds surprised when she laughs. Good morning, Junior Church. As tall as Brother Harvey is, his suit always seems too big for him. Too many buttons, but it never falls off, no matter how much Ella and Kiana and John A. giggle at him. None of the helpers down here in the church basement wear the white gloves the ushers upstairs in the grown-up service wear, so Ella can sometimes see the tattoos on their hands. Brother Harvey moves back and forth in the little row of colored light thrown there by the stained glass windows with orchids etched into them. How many of you pray? He asks in his too big voice. He sounds like God. Ella raises her hand. How many of you pray every day? She puts her hand down. John A. keeps hers up, but Ella knows she's lying. You don't pray every day, she hisses. John A. cuts her eyes at her for a second, but keeps her hand up. How many of you do things that are wrong? Ella remembers that time she lied about putting her clothes in the wash and instead stuffed them into the closet she was supposed to hide in whenever bangers congregated in the alley behind the house. And she puts her hand up. God says, Brother Harvey booms, if you do things wrong and come to me, I'll forgive you. He walks over to Kalen, the little boy 3 down from Ella with suspenders and a clip-on tie. Brother Harvey's hand rises like he's going to hit him. If I hit Kalen here, what is he supposed to do? Forgive you, all the kids shout, except Ella. That means